Boston Bruce here, Operation No Time to Die, turn 18.3. It is January 1945. Take a look at our income chart. I believe it's all correct. The tech chart for the Allies and the Comintern. And over here we got the Axis. So we're going to do our tech rolls. Not that they matter too much at this point, but we're going to go for, get a couple dice. We're going to go for advanced sub-warfare, and we're also going to go for improved factories. Looking for a 7 on either one. Need a couple more here. And here we go. Let's see what we can do. I got a 6 and a 4. Not too good. Haven't been rolling well of late. All right, let's take a look at what's going on out here anyway. Surprise attack out here as the sneaky Russians sank the American transports and shot down a jet fighter. Over here in Europe, Spain has been taken over by the Allies. Large force there in Asta Navarra, along with some in Catalonia. In Paris, huge German force just waiting in there behind a fortification. The Soviets look like they may be making a push into Norway over there. As like Hitler and Stalin maybe have some kind of agreement. I don't know what's going on there. But Germans have kind of backed off of the Russians a little, and the Russians ain't really being aggressive to them. Looks like they're headed towards the Middle East is what they're doing, as they declared war on the Allies. They took Iraq, Azerbaijan, and looks like who knows where they're headed. They moved the factory down that way. Definitely looks like something more for the Allies to worry about, as up in Istanbul, Italians and French seem to be cowering behind a wall over there. Egypt, not too heavily defended. The Italians still at peace. Over here in my theater, this lone infantry up here, I don't know, they're dug in pretty deep in the caves up there. He held out pretty strong last turn against some Gurkhas and artillery. FCC ran into some problems over here along with the KMT as all of a sudden the CCP are getting aggressive. So they moved into Yunnan, looking to cause some problems in China, maybe overthrow the KMT government. And the KMT is strong. They're nearing major power status. So, Madman Dan, what a technician, I'll tell you. I'm just trying to stay alive at this point and hang on and make a little income, hang on to the few victory points I have, hide behind my walls. So I get to my purchases. I did my tech rolls. Gets $54 to spend. We're going to spend $10 to start and finish a fortification in one round. That's going in Tokyo. I'm also going to start and finish a fortification, and that's going to go down in Sumatra. So maybe I can hang on to a victory point down there. I'm going to spend 20 to finish 4 other fortifications. One in the Mariana Islands. Maybe I can hang on to taking a point away from the Americans over there. Why am I placing my units now? Anyway, I will anyway because it won't matter. So now that I started it, I'm going to do it. The other ones are going in Java, Borneo, and Sarawak. So I have one in Sumatra now finished, one in Borneo, one in Java, one in Sarawak, one in Mariana, one in Tokyo. I'm sorry for doing that. Also, I bought 7 militia for $2, $4, $6, $8, $10, $12, $14 for a grand total of $54. So that's my purchases. Okay, combat. We're a peace-loving nation, but we've been taken advantage of late, so probably the last turn we do any combat, I would imagine, maybe. This fighter here is going to go after the sub. This fighter here is going to go after the sub. This strategic bomber in Korea is going to go pick up the airborne. He is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to Wake Island. Along with the air transport in Tokyo, which I got on my task card, force card up here. He's going to grab an airborne, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Land in Wake Island. I'm going to double check these movements. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the island. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the island. No, I did something wrong, I think, here with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. That's right. I thought for some reason, one of them had to land in the Bonin Islands. All right. I'm sure if there's a mistake, someone will pick it up. All right, so that's my 3 combat moves. So I got 2 fighters going against 2 regular submarines. If I miss, he's going to submerge. So let's go over here. And the first one, we'll do the first one in Sea Zone 55 first. And here's my fighter. And of course I missed. The other Sea Zone. And we got a hit. So we'll take this one out over here. And that's our 2 combat moves. The only other one is, oh, I forgot this one over here. I was going to write it down and I forgot. Brave Sir Robin. Brave Sir Robin is going to go, oh, who does he want to surface raid? I think he wants to go after the FCC. They were making fun of him. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 up to outside of 8. Actually, nah. I like the English. Besides, I don't get the modifier there. I'm going to go do the Americans. 1, 2, 3 outside of Rio. And that one is worth 3 points of damage I could do. And mentioning that, a little mention out there to my partner in the Soviets over here. They can move down into the Caribbean line over there too if I don't do enough damage on this one. So the red is the attacker. And the white is the defender. I don't believe they have any modifiers. They don't have radar yet. Look at that. Of course, didn't hit that either. Oh well. Can't even sub-raid. So Robin, what a wuss. All right, so we got 2 airborne at 3 on the first round against 1 militia. Let me check the terrain. I think Wake's just like sand. Yeah, it's just like a beach. There's no terrain there. So we got 2 at 3. I'm going to use I'm going to get a couple red dice here. Red dice for me, and I will use the yellow for the militia. So 2 airborne at 3 on the first round. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I got a hit. Look at that, a 2. He got a hit too, though, so at least I take it. Of course, it was costly. Unbelievable. So the Japanese take Wake Island. Ain't worth anything. I get a rondel for that. I should have had it flipped over like the other boys do. So, I'm going to put this Wake Island trip down here. That's worth 1 point bonus anyway. something else the Americans have to get back now. I'm sure they will. All right, so that's all our combat. Non-combat. Boat fighters. Actually, I'm going to switch this up. This little non-combat move. This escort carrier is going to come over here. And the fighter's going to land on that one over there. The small one instead. This cavalry up here, and Irkutsk is going to come down 1, 2 into northern Manchuria. This infantry from Peking is actually going to stay there. I was going to rail them, but I changed my mind. This infantry is going to rail down to, rail down to Korea, because that's a rail move right there. All right. Now, in Tokyo, I am going to take 2 from Honshu. An infantry and an artillery are going to go into Tokyo. From Kyushu, 2 Marines are going to get on a transport, move over 1 sea zone, and get off in Tokyo. Let's see. This fighter here goes back on the fleet escort light carrier it came from. Let's see what else. The 2 transports plane. I'm going to double check this. I thought he couldn't reach. From Korea. 1 in the water, 2, 3, 4 on the island. Yeah, they got movement of 8. They're at an air base. I got long-range aircraft. So both of the transport plane and the strategic bomber will both land in Tokyo. Actually, one infantry is going to move from Hopei to Peking. From Peking to Hopei. Two battleships. They're going to move from Sea Zone 38 into Sea Zone 56. This fighter from Honshu is going to land in Tokyo. This tactical bomber from Korea is going to go to Tokyo. The 3 tactical bombers in Honshu are going to go to Tokyo. The 2 transports from 38 are going to go over to the Tokyo Sea Zone. As is the battle cruiser is going to go into Tokyo. 3 light cruisers, 3 heavy cruisers are there now, along with 1 destroyer. All right, this might be it, so I might be able to start recapping here. Actually, too, that other transport I didn't use, he will grab this guy and put him in Tokyo, too, from Hokkaido. So basically, everything is in Tokyo that was in Japan. All right, place units. I showed you where all my fortifications went. Sumatra, Borneo, Java, Sarawak, Mariana Islands. Yeah, so that is, I believe that's it for non-combat. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I got anything else I want to do. There ain't much else I can do. I mean, Madman Dan is incredible. I'm telling you. You get the chance to play with that guy, you can learn so much just by watching. Oh, fudge. I don't think the guys will mind. I didn't see my little sub here. I wanted the convoy right over here, the U.S. I'm sure they ain't gonna mind. $3 from his $283. All right. Probably gonna miss anyway. What'd I tell you, Dan? There you go. Another big zero. All right. Militia. I got 7 militia to place. 2 will go in Kyushu. 2 will go in Honshu. 2 will go in Tokyo. And 1 will go in, I wanted to put him, I guess I'll have to put him in Hokkaido. Anyway. Yeah, Hokkaido. Yep. So that's it for the Japanese. They didn't go up any money. Didn't lose any money. It was their turn. That's a good thing. They'll lose their money on the next 2 turns. So let's see. We're at 34. For other stuff, we got Peking, which is worth an extra $1. We got Wake Island, an extra $1. Java, and Borneo. So 2, 4, 6 extra bucks, plus a wartime roll. What can we do here? Another fine $4. Not going good for the Japanese. They are in serious, serious trouble. So we got $10 on top of our 34 for a grand total of 44. And with any luck, maybe some of our friends will send us some cash. This is Boston Bruce. I believe I'm gonna do a recap of units just to make sure everybody's on the same page, especially here in the Pacific. Over here on my side of the board, that's all I'm gonna worry about. I've got an FCC Army out in, what is that? Szechuan, with 1 KMT, actually 1 KMT militia up there, supported by 2 FEC AA guns, 4 FEC artillery, 6 Gurkhas, 6 infantry, and a partridge in a pear tree. All right, KMT force that is in Nanking. I have it as 3 anti-aircraft guns, 4 regular, no, take that back, 5 regular artillery and 2 advanced artillery, along with 5 mountain infantry. I have the Philippine Naval Force has 4 heavy battleships, all with 1 point of damage, 3 undamaged regular battleships, 4 light cruisers, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 destroyers, 2 fighters, 2 TAC bombers on fleet carriers. I have an FCC sub over here on the convoy line. Anzac, excuse me. FCC jet fighter and Anzac fighter in Malaya, along with, doesn't much matter, they're militia, they ain't going anywhere and I ain't attacking. 2 FCC infantry in Siam, Burma, Anatonka, 1 Anzac in Cochin. Calcutta has an a cavalry, an artillery, an AA gun. Looks like 8 militia. They got 6 infantry over here with a Gurkha. That's about what it'll take to take care of that Japanese. Let's see, on Java. Java, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 militia. 2 coastal artillery guns inside a fort. I got the construction markers underneath, but Sumatra's got 2 militia and an infantry. Borneo has an artillery, an infantry, and 4 militia. Sarawak has 2 militia. Let's see, I got 4 American transports in the Philippines, along with 1 Anzac. I thought the Anzac they must be in the Philippines. I'm sure he unloaded them. He wouldn't leave them on the boat. With 6 infantry inside of the Philippines, I don't know if that's right. Light cruiser, heavy cruiser outside of Formosa, along with inside of Kwantung, an Anzac motorized with an artillery, a mountain infantry in Hong Kong, an airborne in Hainan, an elite marine for the KMT. Now in Hunan, I have 2 transports, American, 1 KMT bomber, 3 Anzac fighters, 3 KMT fighters, 1 KMT jet fighter, 4 infantry, 1 infantry in Shanghai. That takes care of them. Medium bomber over here in New Guinea, Dutch New Guinea for the Americans, and a jet fighter on the Line Islands. We got an aircraft carrier, which I thought had to be, even Lend-Lease had to be at a major dockyard. Evidently I was wrong on that one. Australia has 2 infantry in Western Australia, along with 2 airborne, 2 transports, a fighter and artillery, 2 militia. They got 2 militia, 2 infantry, and artillery, and an AA gun in Queensland. 2 militia and infantry, and a medium bomber in Sydney. We got a light cruiser and a destroyer near that Anzac aircraft carrier. What else is here? Gilbert Islands, I got an infantry inside a fortification with a militia and 4 coastal artillery guns. I got an airborne on Wake Island. I should have 2, but I suck at rolling. I see 7 German subs, 7 American subs in that sea zone, 1 above it. Still 1 here, and 55, 3 and 91. Coastal sub in 54. Took $5 off me, that damn little shit. Sea zones. Sea zone 38. I got 3 heavy cruisers and 7 light cruisers and a destroyer, a light carrier with a fighter. 56. I have 2 battleships, 1 light carrier with a fighter on it, a fleet carrier, a destroyer, a battle cruiser, 3 transports, 8 light cruisers, 2 German subs, 2 militia each on Kyushu, Hokkaido, Honshu. Hokkaido's got 1. 2 each in Tokyo, Honshu, and Kyushu. Inside Tokyo, inside the fortification, we have a transport plane, a strategic bomber, 4 tactical bombers, 1 fighter, 2 regular artillery, 1 anti-aircraft artillery, 1 airborne, 1, 2, 3, 6 regular infantry, 2 marines, and 2 militia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20 units. So I feel a little safer right now with 20 units. And I still have my Navy in front. So he's gonna invade. It's just a matter of time. So I'm more worried about everything. I'm worried about everything. That's it. Boston Bruce collecting his income, $44, turning it over to, I guess you would call it the student. Global war enthusiast, the British Commonwealth and Free French, the student of Madman Dan. Good luck.